5 minutes.
It's not that bad.
Alright, man, we're gonna be friends now. Hell yeah, Joshi. Is it Joshi? Am I saying that right?
Ready?
Check, check.
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 We on.
We're
Episode
on.
54.
54, hey guys, listen up. If you can hear a bit of static that's in the audio right now, we apologize. Technical difficulties, but the show must go on, so get with it or get lost. I'm just kidding. Please listen.
Not that bad.
No, yeah, it's not that bad. A little bit in the background. Alright, cool. So, like Antonio said, episode 54.
Nothingtolosepodcast. I'm Tony.
I'm Joey.
And we have made it a whole year.
1 year.
The 1 year anniversary. If you're listening to us, thank you. We appreciate you.
Josh is online right now. Shout out. He's been hanging out with us this whole time. He's been watching us deal with the wires. So appreciate you.
You deal with the wires, huh?
Yeah, I didn't deal with it. I just sat here and
Yeah.
I was monitoring the social media account, making sure
okay.
that Joshi was taken care of.
Oh,
We need that.
Since you handle social media too, okay. Yeah.
Also, I don't handle social media. That's all Antonio. Anyway, so 1 year listening to me.
Yeah, just you.
See,
Damn, get on! You're on your shit right now. Damn.
Oh. You know when Dexter acts up, that's what I do to him, and
What?
he hates it. If he's like being bad, I just go oh, and then he thinks I'm making fun of him, and he gets even wilder until he stops. It's great.
So
Try that with your kids.
You're making fun of me right now?
Always.
You're making fun of me right now.
You just pulled a rookie mistake and talked out of the mic. I just want you to know.
1 year, right? Like, fuck. Get your shit together, son.
Frazzled.
And it's been like 2 weeks. Like, it's been a minute.
Oh.
That's like, we're off our game.
Okay, so technically, no, it has not.
But releasing wise, we've recorded, but we haven't released in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I guess so.
Brad, the man Brad, was the last episode.
Brad, what a great interview. That was terrific.
Doing big things now.
Yeah, let's talk about us. I want to talk about us.
Let's talk about you and me.
All of our podcasts,
And
we have
love.
phenomenal people on.
Yeah.
And but how many of those interviews do we actually talk about me and you?
None, because we have no idea what to say or how to act. Or
Okay,
what to talk about.
that's not true. We just choose not to because obviously our guests are more interesting than we are. But with this 1 year anniversary, I want to do a little rollback. Now, Jen, our momager, she did a really good job of posting some of her favorite episodes.
Yep.
Her reasons are her reasons.
Her reasons are her reasons.
I want to talk about my reasons for my favorite podcast episodes.
Okay.
So, other than that,
What's your favorite episode?
before I answer that, one thing I want to say is if you've been rocking with us for a whole year, and you're not sick of my nasally voice,
Am I what's happening?
and Tony's What's Happening, thanks so much, guys. Every listen counts. Honestly, we don't make any money. I just want to make that clear, but
We're in the negative. We're in the red.
We're definitely in the red, but I just wanted to let everybody know that the listens matter because that's why we do it. We do it for the listens. If anybody out there wants to hear my opinion or Tony's opinion on things that are crazy or not so crazy, then that means something to us. So thanks. Now getting back to my favorite episodes, because this is my episode.
Episode 3 wasn't your favorite?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
You know my favorite episode?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one.
It's a toughie. What you got for me?
So, okay, I really enjoyed having. I don't know if you remember, but having Nancy on.
Mm-hmm. Episode like
That was
7, 8.
Yeah, that was one of the ones
that.
at the beginning.
Yeah.
Nancy, if you guys haven't listened and gone back, she was somebody who was born, not in the United States, immigrated in, and now she's working her way up. And I believe she just is completing her master's right now in teaching. And not only that, but she's also politically forward in regards to human rights and activism. So listening to her struggle personally,
Mm-hmm.
and then what she's been doing with it and how she's benefiting society.
Yeah.
Pretty
I wish
cool.
she would have got more into like her, like when now after I follow her and I see how she's so political, I wish she would have gotten that bad.
I think
Her knowledge is
Yeah.
deep. Like I'll see her posting like fuck, and then she'll write her rebuttal on Twitter or whatever, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, also touching on that, Shalia,
Her too.
Styles by Shalia, she's also severely political and very outspoken when it comes to things that she believes in, including women's rights, LGBT rights, and stuff like that, and minority rights. So I just think that people on the podcast for the first time, they get a little bit shook, right? And they're just like, oh my god, this is permanent. I can't really, say anything.
It's in the air, or
exactly.
it's going to be used against me or something like that.
Exactly, and they don't want to be labeled by something that they've done.
Or we should have just taken another tequila shot.
Or we should have taken more tequila, but all in all, I don't really have any complaints about the podcast so far. But what about you?
Well, you stuck around for a year. I hope you wouldn't.
Oh God, I know.
Like I'm dragging you. Like probably the listeners and people like see me on the social media probably think I dragged you along.
I mean, I'm not going to say that I was tricked into doing this, but I was tricked into doing this. So
you volunteered. You raised your hand. You're like, hey guys.
Hey, put me on.
Put me on.
What was your favorite episode?
Come on. My favorite episode.
Out of the box.
Out of the box? Fuck, man. I thought about it because we recorded last Friday and we recorded like 15 minutes of bullshit. Me and Joey like thinking about like a final episode. It was okay. It wasn't like the best, so that's why we're recording this one. But
it was good.
It was good, but we were rushed too because we were like, okay, we got somewhere to do. Would you release that?
I think so.
Okay, you go ahead and release it. See ya. I'll send it to you.
Oh God! For the listeners out there, we've got so many unreleased tracks that when me and Tony die, it's gonna be like a little vault has been opened and all these little stupid tidbits are gonna be released.
Yeah, I can make like little clips for like weeks. So if we go on vacation, like I'll just use those clips.
Can you make a clip of an episode where we tried to record with Dexter and he just like messed up our whole apartment? No. Why not? Alright, whatever. Anyway, your favorite episode?
My favorite episode, it's the one that I felt like not boosted the podcast, but made me feel comfortable in front of a mic. I think was when we had Cam and Dom. Okay, yeah. Because we recorded for 3 hours. So if you're not comfortable after 3 hours on a mic, then it's not meant for you,
That was,
Because before that, I'm not gonna lie, like episode 1 through 15 or whatever those were, like it was pulling strings. Like I had to take a shot of tequila just to feel like comfort enough to talk on a mic.
I think that you were doing fine. If you haven't known, after a whole year, this podcast was Tony's brainchild, right? So don't let him fool you with like, I'm shy, because he wanted to do this.
I wanted to do this. I stuck it out. We're still doing it. We're still rocking with it. But I felt like that was the podcast that set it apart. Like, okay, we're really running with this. We're really doing this, and we're gonna keep doing this.
So for like personal growth, you think that one?
Right. For guest wise, I'm still gonna go with Ali, because Ali came on here and he said a story that all of us could relate to, and I don't know, it just clicked. It just like I felt like that was a gem that everyone listened to, and fucked with. And he brought his whole crew. I just love when bring a whole crew, just as big a piece of cake for me. Chew a hole through. So on Jen's post on IG, you go over here and you're gonna get us copyrighted. She also said her favorite male guest episode and her favorite female guest episode. So
what? Male guest? Oh, dude, that's tough. Believe it or not, our most recent one, Brad, kind of really set the bar high. So I think that
we had no expectations from him too.
We had no expectations.
Because like, hey, we're gonna.
He was based on a friend referral.
Yeah.
Right, Carl. Right. So I think that Brad really killed it. I don't know if he prepped for that, but the things that he's doing at such a young age, very impressive, and he really doesn't ask for anything in return. So shout out to Brad again, dude. If you haven't listened to it, episode 54 or 53, is it 53?
53.
Yeah. Go back and listen to it. It's great.
Favorite female episode?
Yeah. Female episode, I already said Nancy, so I'm not going to use the same person for 2 categories. I'm going to agree with Jen. I think that Victoria was pretty dope.
I think that takes a ball. Everyone loves Victoria's.
Oh, I know. Yeah, she had her struggle story, and then,
her attitude,
her
like
positivity.
Just like what she's doing, like fuck man, you wake up, you teach yoga, you teach English in the afternoon, you run for fun, like. No, I'm not gonna lie. Also, like being around her. Yeah. Oh that really uplifted me. You know, like she's got this like aura that's just incredibly positive and makes you feel real good. So, shout out again. Your favorite laugh episode? So the funniest one that I can remember. Oh, bro, let me think.
Ooh, that's a good one. What did Jen put down?
She put the Phenomenal Fellows Part 1 and 2. So when we had Joey Wilder, Eric Myers, Alex,
I remember that.
Brandon.
Yep. I think that was hilarious. But for like comedic value, I think when Cease verbally beat the crap out of me, that was a pretty funny episode. So go back and listen to the one with Cecil Axel.
Big Mouth Cease. I'll jump on the Big Mouth Cease, but I think I also like the one with Star and Carl.
That was also a good one, yeah.
Because they clowned on Cease. So,
they
so
did.
it's like all four of us were clowning on Cease, and they agreed with us. Like, hey, it was good to see a different side of it.
I agree.
The joke was on Cease, and then Cease came back the next week and fired on you, which was good for me just to sit
here. I bet it was a treat.
It doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
You're usually the one putting the people on the spot.
Oh, you know what else episode was like really funny?
Mm-hmm.
The one with Ryan Darcy.
Oh yeah.
That episode was hilarious.
Pecs. You want to go to Pecs?
Hell yeah. Anyway, next category, Senor.
Next inspiring episodes.
By the way, Joshi likes your tats. I just want you to know.
Thank you.
Joshi, shout out. He's got a great tattoo artist.
We interviewed him. Episode 2. Paul Fitz. I can't pronounce his last name.
Yes, yeah, he was there. It wasn't episode 2, it was episode 4. Yeah, it was one right after me.
Oh, yeah, you weren't here.
Yeah.
You played off the first episode.
No, I didn't. No. Most inspiring to me, or at least like not inspiring because all of these stories are inspiring. My God, just listen to them and it's crazy. But like I said, I've said it a million times. I think that Dom really gave me a lot of takeaways. Yeah. So I'm gonna stick with Dom. What about you?
Dom Kennedy. Most inspiring. I'm gonna give it to Brad.
Good stuff.
Because he came in here as a young dude, see somebody like 3 years younger than us doing it, and just with his energy, like you strive off of that. Because it's like in the workplace too, like when people, your elders, your people that you're working with, and they see you like working harder, they strive off of that too because they feed off of your positivity. So there's a young buck here.
Feed me.
Yeah, so that it was cool to hear his story. You want some
Joshi?
Corn.
We're in San Diego, brother. San Diego, California. Shout out. It's on the shirt as well. Order your shirt and then represent your best friends.
Your best friends.
What else we got?
That's it, man.
Alright, tight.
Wait, I want to know what your guys' favorite episode of you guys are.
Of me and him?
Just that
our favorite episode?
Us to this one.
This one.
Episode 54.
What you think?
Like this is the recap.
Okay. So we also said something that I want to go over in this episode that we touched on last episode.
Corn.
I want to that too. I want to talk about me and you. Right? How do you think that I've grown in the last year? And then I'll tell you how you've grown in the last year.
Well, Joey, you've grown to be such a mature young man.
I'm grown.
You're grown. I felt like you're more comfortable in who you are, because you're like, at first when we would interview people, you're like, oh, but I'm not beautiful, or I don't do that kind of shit. And then, when grown folks were here and they were like trying to pep you up, and you were like, nah, I won't do that, And now you're just in your bag. You're like, you're confident in what you say and what your message and you're relaying to people. No, or yeah.
Well, I mean, that's your opinion. I'm not going to agree with you, but I definitely feel like a little bit of glow up action is happening on the inside.
Oh.
Right. So
on the inside.
Like I told you guys before, I'm trying to level up right now. Big updates coming soon. Not really, but hopefully things go well.
Check his Instagram for a post in 3 months.
Joshi, Toronto's sick, man. I love Toronto. Go Raptors. So. If you're listening to this episode right now, we've got this guy named Joshi. He's on live, and he's really hyping us up. So I want to shout him out. If you listen to this on Spotify, you will be immortalized by my words. Going back to the topic though.
Yeah.
Tony, like you already covered, and like I said last time, I think that your confidence behind the mic has really blossomed into a beautiful lotus, right? So. Before, you would ask questions that were standard, and you would even come with not a script, but like an outline of things you wanted to talk about.
Right.
And it was hard for you to just on the spot wing it and sound like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, we don't even do that anymore. Yeah. We just kind of go play by play. So you've grown with confidence behind the mic. You can interact with people over the air, on the air, and it comes so naturally and fluid to you, not like it was 6 months ago.
Right.
So I feel like something happened where you just completely got inspired. You hit puberty. That's it. Okay.
No, there was a confidence, like, I'm really gonna do this and we're really gonna ride with this, so I gotta feel confident when I hear myself. So it was me hearing episodes and like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, finish your sentence. I still don't finish some sentences, like I get really excited, but now I'm more like, I'm bringing something to it. I can't just let Joey carry me, cause
what?
Baby told, like, you carry, you're A mic, I'm B mic.
What are you talking about? A mic belongs to the guest.
Who's A mic?
Jen.
Okay, there you go.
Jen is A mic. All right. She tells me what to say. You don't tell me what to do.
I'm like C mic. I'm the back.
I think it's awesome that Jen's here every episode, and like we include what she says in the background into the conversation. Like you guys can actually hear her, but her spirit lives on.
It's there. What's to come?
Yeah. So within the next year, when we already set some goals, but by this time next year, so May 2020, I want to double listens and I want to double exposure. And that doesn't mean like I want to get famous. What it means is I want the shit we talk about to be so substantial and like a good listen that people gravitate towards us.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do the whole reach out thing. What I want to do is I want to make our little bubble so positive and so strong that we attract.
We want a community and we want to interact. Like, we want to have topics and we want people to come back with their feedback to these topics. So like, Joey, you were completely wrong, or Tony, you were completely wrong, and just shoot the shit with us. Tell us what we said wrong, or what do you agree or disagree.
Honestly, I mean, like that would be terrific.
Because if you DM us and you actually bring up a good topic, Joey will actually respond.
Yes, I really don't access the Nothing to Lose podcast Insta very often, but if I pop in and I say, hi, this is Joey from the podcast.
Yes, because I'm impressed.
That means I'm impressed and like I really want to get you on the show, or the shit you've been saying has interested me to a point where I'm like, okay, I gotta know something. I have to figure this out, or I saw something that I'm not sure about or anything like that.
I gotta do my research. Gotta get in my bag.
Yeah, so hopefully we're gonna have a great lineup coming forward. But again, just keep it up. Keep up the energy. All right. I want it to be awesome. Jen gave me some gummy worms like right before this podcast, and I think that little sugar rush is like really hitting me right now.
It's real? The sugar rush is real?
Yeah.
There's not enough sugar.
So
it's just carbs, like 20 carbs.
Whatever it is, it's like really hitting me. I'm feeling a good pump. So I'm feeling pumped out.
What you know about a pump?
Can we talk about one topic though?
Go for it.
After
I got a question.
Okay.
Alright. What was Joey's favorite line? Can I ask you a question?
Can I ask a question?
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Can I ask a question real quick?
Towards the last 3 episodes, you're like, I got a question. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna ask you.
Well, because like honestly, if I say, hey, I have a question, or I got a question, that means I'm about to flip some shit, right? That means you said something to me that either doesn't add up, or I disagree with, or I need more information.
I'm glad you brought that up. How, like, do you look at people's faces when you hit them with that question, like, damn, you got them, like, thinking, like, their head's spinning?
Sometimes.
Do you feed off of that? Like, okay, like, what more could I?
Well, I mean, like, honestly, some of the questions I've asked, and I do apologize to guests before and after the podcast, but some of the things that I might ask could be a little bit pressing, and when I see them kind of, like, recoil into, like, whoa, I don't know what to say, then I kind of back off, and then I kind of give them some out answers. Right. So I'll be like, hey, this post on December something 2017, you said this, like, what did you mean by that? Because that's kind of contradicting what you're saying right now. And then they'll be like, oh, I didn't, and I'll start giving them out answers. So I'll be like, oh, well, did you mean then this? Yeah. And then they'll be like, yeah, for sure, it was, a different time. But
because one of our listeners, Eddie, that we're gonna collab with soon, he loves that. He strives off that. So I can't wait to have him and you actually like give those kind of questions to him and see how he reacts.
Ooh, Eddie Mac.
So that'd be cool. What's your topic?
Josh, you have a question. Question, please. Do it. He wants to know if we've ever met Chloe Mortez. I have not had the pleasure. Have you had the pleasure?
Nope.
We have not, but one day we will. I'll tell you all about it.
What's your topic?
Okay, so based on the amount of people we've met, and if you're in that anniversary post, you made the tagging. If you didn't, it's not that we didn't think of you.
There's a 20-person limit.
Yeah, for the millionth time, Tony can only tag 20 people.
20 people. And I had to tag myself.
By the way,
I should probably not tag myself, right?
just to go back, just the fact that we've had more than 20 people on this podcast is astounding.
Yeah.
By the way, because me and you in real life, we're both kind of losers.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just kidding.
We can count our friends into what?
On 2 fingers. You and Jen. No.
Hey.
No, but so seriously, based on the amount of people we've seen a lot of variation of good and beautiful.
Right.
Right? Like, everybody that we've had on is beautiful, is awesome,
You're beautiful,
is inspiring, and is, a positive influence and outreaching to the community.
Right.
That being said, what do you think being beautiful means?
Oh, great segment there. I like what you did there, Joey. What is beautiful to me?
I like the way you do it.
Inside or out? Or even as a person?
That's up to you, baby.
No, I'm asking a question.
No, that's up to you. What is beautiful?
Beautiful. What is beautiful? Oh, man.
Joshi, I've never been to India, but one day I'll go with you. I actually ordered chicken tikka masala tonight from Tandoori Hut, so I'll be eating that later, thinking of you.
That's beautiful to you, Joey?
No, I'm sorry.
Trying to pod over here, man.
Josh is awesome, bro. This is tight.
I'm trying to pod, though.
I know.
Because now, like, the person's going to listen and be like, damn, we just gave Josh, like, the shout-out of the week.
Guys, this is another reiteration. If you watch our live podcast via Instagram, I will shout you out, like, right now. Like, look at me. I'm going berserk over Joshi.
What is love?
What is beautiful? So, being beautiful to me, right? I think that supersedes a lot of looks, and I'm also going to say it supersedes a lot of actions.
Right.
Because bad people can do good things too.
Right.
But beautiful people do them
when no one's watching.
Well, that, but also with good intentions, and they also do things with expectations of nothing in return. I feel like a lot of our guests, if not all of our guests, really exude that.
Yeah.
You've heard stories about people reaching out to other people for no reason other than that person they're helping's benefit. You've heard stories about people who have had nothing but gave everything, and to me, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful
to me is the people that are doing good out there and don't expect anything in return, as far as just like helping others, their family, or just the people around them succeed, and just feeding off of those people. I don't know, first, my example, obviously it's going to be cheesy to listeners, but it's true, because Jen's beautiful to me. Just everything she does for everyone. Like, she'll go out of her way and support other people, and she doesn't expect that in return at all. And when somebody supports her, she's like, you didn't have to. And you're like, no, I want to, because you're supporting me. So, like, for instance, right now, she, hooked us up with what? Balloons and
butt cakes,
and
baby.
Butt cake for our anniversary. She didn't have to, right? If I do that for our graduation in a couple of weeks, she's gonna you shouldn't have it. So that to me right there is beautiful. That's somebody that doesn't want anything in return, but is willing to give somebody everything she has.
Exactly.
So.
I love that.
Boom.
I love love.
Love is love.
Hey, also, for Jen's graduation, we're gonna get Dirt Nasty over at the office and U31. So if you want to come through, I have no idea if those are the plans. I just made that up right now. We're gonna break some glasses and just
Don't
U31 is crazy.
Oh yeah, you remember that? You still remember how that looks?
Kind of. From that night, I remember Alex screaming his head off and then breaking a glass, and then
you did the Dougie.
I did do the Dougie.
Every time since that, I haven't gone out with you, the Dougie place.
Yeah.
Oh.
That whole weekend that my cousin was in town, we went out every day.
Rest in peace, Joey Dougie.
Joey Dougie comes back in 2019, summer. Summer 2019?
Summer 19.
Or October. Are you waiting for Drake's album to come out, and then you come out, and then it's comeback season?
Damn.
I mean, you like how that flowed?
That flowed real well. How about summer 19? Why not? It's gonna be summer. We're gonna have some fun. I don't know. We're gonna have some great podcasts and great people on, and I want to take more pictures.
Ooh.
I want to take more pictures.
I want to take more pictures. Damn, you want to look at you really want to get that that model gig.
No, I don't want to get not those pictures. I mean pictures of us doing fun shit.
Nah, I know, just fun. Doing fun shit, like we said in that episode that we did not release. We want to help the community too. So if you know anything in the San Diego area that's doing something or just need somebody out there, support, we're there.
Yeah, honestly, community work, like we said in the unreleased episode, we talk with the community, we talk with community leaders, we talk with people who are doing stuff, but we don't really have a big list of things that we've actually done for and with the community ourselves. So we're looking to enhance that 2019. If you know any charities that need some volunteers or anything like that, any programs, if you have a program and you need some extra hands for setting up tables and chairs at an event or anything of the sort.
Anything we can do, obviously we can have you on the podcast, but we want to do more. We'll have you on the podcast and then we'll go lend a hand and help you with that event.
Yep.
So we're here for you guys, as we really mean it. So
we're all ears.
There's been people out there
here for you
that have contacted and be like, hey, how do I get on the podcast, or how do I get somebody on the podcast? I'm like, just have them reach out to me. That person doesn't reach out to us, but if that person doesn't want to reach out and you feel like that would be a good person on the podcast, just DM us their IG or just text us their IG and we'll have them on.
I think that Tony's got no qualms with sliding in DMs. So if you know,
at this point I've done it for a year and my batting percentage is probably a 200, but
hey,
I'm still in the league, right?
The best 200 of our lives.
Oh. I don't know where you're going with that.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
That was a fail, if you try to rhyme with that or something like that.
Oh, wow.
No.
I mean, if you want to spit some bars, we can...
Go for it.
No, I'm just kidding. We're going to wrap up this episode now.
You don't want to spit a bar for the peeps?
No, I don't.
Hey, what's worse? When it rains after you wash your car, or when you get bird shit after you wash your car?
The rain,
The
probably.
rain?
Yeah, because the rain on the car is probably all over, and it's just where's the bird poop? If I was really adamant about it, I could probably just spot clean that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had both this weekend.
Ay, caramba.
It pooped after I showered it, and then after I washed it, and then 2 hours later it rained. So, the best of both worlds.
Terrific weekend for you, huh?
For the car, everything else is cool. It's Gucci. We're doing it. We're living it.
We're living it.
We're living it. Episode 54. This is a wrap for it. Thanks for listening. As always, 1 year down, many more to go.
1 year.
We're gonna double up on everything. Level up, as Joey's been now living it.
Double up.
I can't wait to see Joey blossom.
Like a little Lois baby.
Ooh.
Love you guys very much. Really, really love you guys.
Don't forget to share the podcast with your friends. Screenshot it on your IG. Tag us at Nothing Lose Podcast. It's been real. Till next week. Peace.
Peace.
Huh?
What was that episode?
25.
26, something like that. It's good.
I didn't say anything. Just ask.
That means it's gonna be faster to upload. You and Joshi poo?